Om, 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 Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Brahma Mirastriparan Takare, Banushashi Bamisito, Buddha Guru Shukra, Shani Rahu Keteva, Sarve Graha Shantikara Bhavantu. Om. Well, greetings and welcome to another episode of Cosmic Kev 100. This is where we take the planets, the 12 houses, 12 signs of the zodiacs, and bring it to you in the mix, mostly according to tropical Western astrology. Your rising sign, your moon sign, and if all you know is your sun sign, we can work with that. Okay. I also encourage you to share, to subscribe, watch these, have some fun with these. We've been in eclipse season. It's been sort of a volatile time since September 5th. And, love wins. Love is the light that goes beyond any amount of darkness. And vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. We don't have to be haters, in this planet. We can be lovers, because that's what we need to have a real healing situation. May the coolest minds prevail. Question authority. All those good things. It's okay, and be grateful for what's good. The good people in your life, keep them close to you, because anything can happen to anyone at any time. And here we are. So, right now we've got a moon moving through the constellation of Cancer. So this would be the sidereal kind of Vedic segue into the regular tropical. And so you look in the sky and it's this lunar mansion known as Pushama. And Pushama is the udders of a cow. She's ruled by Saturn. Her ruling deity is Lord Brisapati. And so Lord Brisapati is another name for Jupiter. So Saturn and Jupiter are slowest moving planets that bring us the most wisdom. And Pushama is also about giving, like those udders of the cow is generosity. And she's sort of like a priestess studying, but she softens anything malefic and enhances anything benefic. This is a part of the sky where Jupiter gets exalted. So good things happen here, folks. And so I just feel like this Wednesday, well, let's come to a place of wisdom and reasoning and all these wonderful things of Pushama. Now, in Western astrology, we would say that we've got a moon in Leo and the sun would be in Virgo by season, but by constellation, the sun's actually in Virgo, but it just moved into Virgo, but the moon would be in the constellation of Cancer. So we're moving through a different phase right now where medicine and critical thinking are more important. So we are going to go sign by sign according to Western astrology right now, starting with you, Aries. So greetings, Aries. Welcome to your horoscope. I see, a couple of nice days ahead of you here with the moon going through your 5th house. So Wednesday, Thursday, it's like a big green light. Things are going. The other thing that's happening is on Friday, Mercury goes into Libra, I believe. And so there'll be more time for negotiation. Actually, it's Thursday. So Thursday. And, you'll be more of a sweet talker as we go through the week. So that's, I would say that is the good news for you. And, once we get on Monday afternoon, the sun is going to go out of Virgo into Libra. So at 12:54 p.m. So just afternoon, high noon, pretty much in Pacific Daylight Time. The sun is going into Libra, and so this is the last kind of full-on week of Virgo energy, And then we go into the Libra energy, which, is a love for sweets and beauty and whatnot. So on and on it goes. And it's there with Mars. And one of the things about Mars and Mercury together is like they say that's a sign of like, that's a where lawyers often come out of, because Mercury loves to communicate, Mars loves to argue. So this is interesting. So just watch those little arguments. Okay, here we go. Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, Virgo time is like one of the best times of year for you. It puts you in your heart. It gets you more in touch with your children, with your family. We've got Venus is just moving into Virgo this week as well, too. And so that's a debilitated Venus, but it's in your fifth house, so you get the most benefit. And if you have female children, they're going to be a real benefit for you to connect with them right now. So this is a time where people just have to connect and work with what they got. Pay attention to your spiritual life. That's really more important to you now with Neptune in your 12th house. And, and money's kind of unpredictable. So, I mean, I wouldn't do anything too dramatic with Uranus in your second house. And, but, anticipate more love. Okay, well. All right. Greetings, Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope. So you're the one with Uranus in the first house. So your life, especially if you're a May-born Gemini, it's been a lot less predictable, but it's been pretty good. I mean, Jupiter's been in your second house, so it seems like there's some healing in your family, maybe some money, some wealth coming to you, and sometimes you have to spend some to make some. So, and then Venus goes out of Leo into Virgo, which would be more emotional for you on a personal level, especially regarding your home. You might want to renovate your home. And Saturn's in your midheaven with the North Node, so you kind of have your nose to the grindstone as far as the work you want to do. Okay. All right. Greetings, Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope. So, I mean, Moon is going to be moving from your second house into the third house over the weekend. So just like neighborhood parties, things in your community are going to be a little more important to you. And I mean, I guess with Mercury and Mars going into your fourth house, is just like keeping peace at home and with the family, as far as all that stuff is concerned. And, you're looking for an aesthetic. It's like at workplace, not everything is what it appears to be because of Neptune's presence there, and just be patient with yourself. You'll get through this. Going over to Leo now. Greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. So, Moon will be in your first house on Wednesday and Thursday, so, I mean, I think Wednesday looks like a really good day. Thursday, it's a good day for meditation more and just kind of lay low, I'd say, a little bit. And then, this weekend the moon will be Friday, Saturday, part of Sunday in your second house. So this could be a weekend where you make money, where you unite with family, where you learn to speak your truth, and at the same time, develop yourself spiritually on a deeper level with Neptune in the ninth. Okay, greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope. So this is the last 5 days of the sun transiting your sign in tropical astrology. And, Venus is moving into Virgo. So you'll do good with that. I mean, the reason why Venus is debilitated in Virgo is because of the critical nature of Virgo. When we criticize our relationships, it really hurts them. And it makes it so difficult, and Venus is exalted in Pisces because it's like love is a drug. I'm in bliss, I'm in love, So it's sort of like that's the remedy. And Sun goes into Libra in your second house on Monday at 12:54 a.m. with the autumn equinox. It's also going to be the first night of Roshashanna on the 22nd that evening. So between then and Yom Kippur, it's the high holy days for atonement or at one-ment. Just kind of prepare yourself. Spiritually, just resolve things from the past year, let go, and bring on the good, and resolve to do the best you can be. Greetings, Libra, and welcome to your horoscope. So, this is the last week of kind of like hidden obstacles and losses, and Sun goes in your first house Monday. So by Monday night, Tuesday, you'll be feeling like, hey, I'm the flavor of the month. I can come out now. I'm ready to bust out. Yeah. And that new moon on Saturday, it's in your 12th house. It's almost in your first house if I looked at it sidereally. So there's like kind of this, with this eclipse, and it's not like a very direct eclipse. So there's some new beginnings. Now, if you're anyone who's born, regardless of Virgo or Libra, between like the 20th of September through the 25th of September, there's going to be just some really more dramatic newness for you. It's just something to consider and look at. Take care of health issues. Have a spiritual relationship with your friends, your coworkers, your people. Greetings, Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope. Well, Virgo time is kind of like the social time for you. And then Sun goes into Libra Monday afternoon. And it's like, this will be your time to kind of lay low, with this solar eclipse. And it's just like starting off the last day of Virgo season and kind of kicking off Libra season. It's sort of like, we have to just bury the hatchet in what didn't work for us and really attend to that inner beauty that we have of creativity, imagination, spirituality. And to go to a monastery or an ashram or a place for spiritual renewal, just go camping while it's still warm enough where you live. It's a good thing for you to do, Scorpio. Okay, greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. Now, the Virgo time is all about your work and your career and how you make money and how you appear to the public. Well, lots of stuff, lots of stuff is happening here. And, we've got, Venus moving into Virgo, Mercury leaving Virgo, going into Libra. And so there's a lot of dynamic social energy, but it can get tense and argumentative. People are just a little bit crazy and are on like pre-robotic self-destruction or something. I don't know what it is. They get obsessed with little crazy thoughts. You just got to let it all go. Give it up to God. But, with the Venus in Virgo in your midheaven, you're going to be making beautiful works, and making things a little more peaceful and chill at work. And in your home place, you got to deal with the family obstacles, but you're ready to be more creative and make something more beautiful. So, that's something to be thankful and give it up for. Greetings, Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope. So, Saturn is back in your third house. So, with the north node of the moon. So, your eclectic group of weird neighbors and friends. And, we want to not hate each other because of what baseball team. Oh, did you hear what a fan of that baseball team did? If you do that on the political of, oh my God, they're all bad there. Well, they root for the A's, they must be bad. They root for the Giants, they must be good. They root for the A's, they must be good. They root for the Giants, they must be bad. It's like, and that's just sort of like how people's minds, you could replace it with whatever church, whatever political party, or whatever you want to. And it's, what? Most all this stuff is controlled by international high-funded individuals and Yes, they do have names and addresses, but they also have moats and piranhas around their places. Snipers and big old towers and stuff. You ain't gonna visit there. You know what I mean? But you never know. The best laid plans of mice and men. Capricorn would like to live in one of those places, I'll tell you. No, but Jupiter's in your 7th house, so it's a good time for relationships. And I definitely see that. Like, relationships are sort of changing for you this week. You just gotta keep everything peaceful and chill at work. Don't say too much. Nose to the grindstone. On and on. There we go. Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope. So here we go. Pluto changes everything, and so you're going through all these dramatic inner and outer changes you need to express or you need to do something about. And relationships deepen as Venus moves into your 8th house, and the potential for learning about conflict and how to resolve it. This would be a good time to study nonviolent communication. The book by Marshall Rosenberg, good stuff. I think people would benefit from that in this kind of time. And you've got a lot of insights, so keep bringing them. I mean, the Uranus in the 5th. This would be like the first thing I flashed on. I thought, if you're not practicing birth control, things could really quickly change. Okay, greetings, Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope. So serious the last few years, with Saturn in the 1st house. And the North Node's there, which is like, well, I want to embrace my inner weird style, my inner pink elephant, or, psychedelic lizard, or whatever it is that's your particular totem that's setting you free this week. A lot of things involve relationships and how to be peaceful and negotiating your relationships. It's also like a time when you have a lot of creative juice flow with that Jupiter in the 5th house. So I think all in all, this is a hard opening good time. I mean, the sun is going to go in your 8th house. It's going to be like a little bit of transformation, and there might be just like this need to sort of like let go a little bit. You and Scorpio could commiserate together. You do so well that way. Otherwise, I am so happy for all of you, and thank you for your comments, and it's good to see you, John and Colleen. It was good to see Nikki and Nicolette this week. Always love hearing from Shant and Wordsley and all my fans out there, which I know are many, and you all. I say, Supreme God, Hashem, just cast forth your blessings, Alanai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Akkad. Just give them life, give them everything they need to exist in a positive, peaceful, happy space, and bless us during these high holy days. And it's also be Navaratri then, the 9-day festival of the goddess in Hindi culture. So there's just this time, we got to look within and work in our spiritual lives. Much love to you. Let's do this again next week, honey bunny. Here we go. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Tat, tat. Talk about somebody on the...
Something personal. I can't even remember what it was.
Was there something personal?